wickedness and that which is bad, that which is displeasing and contrary to our Creator. Evil is lawlessness, it's disobedience, it's sin, and it's wrong. If you are disobedient, you in the Father's eyes and I in the Father's eyes are evil. If we have a wrong heart attitude, that is evil in the Father's eyes. If we commit sin, that is evil in the Father's eyes. If we are disobedient to His commands and to His instructions, and we refuse to follow His instructions and follow His laws and His Torah, that's evil. You don't have to be a Satanist. You don't have to be a murderer. You don't have to be an adulterer. You don't have to be a rapist. You don't have to be child molester. You don't have to be a bank robber. You don't have to be anything like that. Just be plain disobedient to the Father, and to the Father, that's evil. And so he put the two words together in the text that we're looking at, the evil heart of unbelief, the bad, wicked conscience, the bad, lawless inclinations, the wicked determinations, the sinful emotions and passions. All of those put together, that's what the evil heart means. I got a few verses there to just sort of just to give us an idea as to what we're talking about. Exodus 19:9 says, "And Yahweh said to Moses, Lo, I come unto thee in a thick cloud, that the people may hear when I speak with thee, and believe thee forever." And Moses told the words of the people unto Yahweh. Mark 1:14 and 15 says, "Now after that John was put in prison, Yeshua came into Galilee, preaching the gospel of the kingdom of Elohim, saying, The time is fulfilled, the kingdom of Elohim is at hand. Repent ye and believe the gospel." To believe the gospel is to have faith in the gospel, to commit the gospel to one's trust, the conviction of the truth of the gospel, while the heart is the vehicle that drives that belief in the gospel. And so we're looking at this, and we're going to look at some verses tonight and talk a little bit about that as we're continuing on in this particular thought. Jeremiah chapter number 3, verse 17 says, "At that time they shall call Jerusalem the throne of Yahweh, and all the nations shall be gathered unto it, to the name of Yahweh to Jerusalem. Neither shall they walk any more after the imagination of their evil heart." There again, there's that word, evil, or that phrase, evil heart. The imagination of their evil heart. Jeremiah 7:24 says, "But they hearkened not, nor inclined their ear, but walked in the counsels and the imagination of their evil heart, and went backward and forward." What did we say evil heart would be? It would be the wicked understanding. It would be the displeasing conscience. It would be the lawless inclinations and determinations. It would be the sinful emotions and passions. Evil heart. Mark chapter 7, verse 21 to 23, Yeshua said, "For from without, or from within, out of the heart of men, proceed evil thoughts, adulteries, fornications, murders, thefts, covetousness, wickedness, deceit, lasciviousness, an evil eye, blasphemy, pride, foolishness. All these evil things come from within and defile the man." Genesis chapter 6, verse 5 says, "And Elohim saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually." We're talking about mankind. We're just literally talking about mankind. That the heart of man was only evil continually. And then that wickedness comes from the heart. The evil thoughts, the adulteries, the fornications, the murders, the thefts, the covetousness, the wickedness, the deceit, the lasciviousness, the evil eye, the blasphemy, the pride, the foolishness. All of these things come from within and defile the man. And so you can see why the writer here is speaking there in the book of Hebrews when he says there in verse number 12, says, take heed, brethren, lest there be in any of you an evil heart of unbelief departing from the living Elohim. An evil heart. And an evil heart is one that has not been converted. An evil heart is the natural man. Paul said there in the book of Corinthians that the natural man receives not the things of the Spirit of Elohim, for they are spiritually discerned. And so a man is naturally born evil, born wicked, born sinful. Psalm 14 verses 1 through 3 says, the fool has said in his heart, there is no Elohim. They are corrupt. They have done abominable works. There is none that doeth good. Yahweh will look down from heaven upon the children of men to see if there were any that did understand and seek Elohim. They are all gone aside. They are altogether become filthy. There is none that doeth good, no, not one. So then we see the same thing there in the book of Romans, chapter number 3, and verses 10 through 12, the same thing being written there by the Apostle Paul. As is written, there's none righteous, no, not one. There is none that understands. There is none that seeks after Elohim. They are all gone out of the way. They are together become unprofitable. There is none that doeth good, no, not one. And so very, very clearly we see there, right there, in the Scriptures, right there, that man's heart is wicked and corrupt and filthy, and that there is none that does good, no, not one. Psalm 58, 1 and 2 says, do you indeed speak righteousness, O congregation? Do you judge uprightly, O you sons of men? Yea, in heart you work wickedness. You weigh the violence of your hands in the earth. Notice, yea, in your heart you work wickedness. And when you work wickedness in your heart, now there's a lot of times we get evil thoughts. Evil thoughts have to go from the mind to the heart and from the heart to the body in order that it's carried out. The heart, remember what I said, the heart was the vehicle. The vehicle that drives